Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today, very quick, hopefully, lineup against Sportzoo. Big match against a Sportzoo, and they are on top of the league, 15 points away from us. And as you can see, the stats are quite impressive. Best defense of them all, and by quite a bit, I'm afraid, and 44 goals scored, which might not sound impressive, but they're 4 goals higher than we are, despite conceding more than double the goals that they conceded. So very, very tough match. Let's have a look at their lineup then. So let's start from the strikers. Hasn't loaded, it hasn't fully loaded yet, I'm afraid. So 4.5 stars, 62.7, massive. 4.5 stars, 33.4, extremely dangerous. Then 4.5 stars, 4.5 stars, sorry, 27.4. 4.5 stars, 15.8. 4.5 stars, 27.9. 4.5 stars, 12.6. So we probably found the weak point. 4.5 stars, 34.5. So we definitely do not want to play at the center. 4.5 stars, 29.8. 4.5 stars, 25.2. 4 stars, 9.2. So very tough job for Napoli, I'm afraid. And then 5 stars, 26 points of routine. So yeah, very, very tough. The only hope we have is having this one guy disqualified. The problem is that I'm afraid Veniera will not be playing. Let's have a look. Yes, Veniera will not be playing, so I'm not quite sure whether attacking on the left is a good idea. Let's first have a look at what the lineup looks like with the players on it, with actual, with players who can actually play on it. So here we have relatively low skills at the back here this time, because we've got Alessi and Fabris, who are good players of course, but not quite as good as the opponent's strikers. So I'm not quite sure whether I'd like to play attacking here. These guys are very good, and they'll be playing with through balls, so it's going to be very tough for somebody like Fabris, who's quite slow to counter these opponents. But I'm afraid that's the only hope we have. We cannot really go defensive. As you could probably see in the past few matches, as soon as we go defensive, the opponents take over the ball possession and we just cannot do anything about it. So we'll have to try. Worst case scenario, we'll lose, which is something we don't really care too much about at this point, in particular against the first team of the standings. So we'll go attacking on the wings, on the left. Hopefully Magari will be able to do something, or we might be playing on the right, but I don't think this is a good idea. Well, this one defender's here, so this could be a good idea, but I'm not quite sure. Not quite. So let's try and go on the left, and then let's set the subs. So Passeri for Napoli, De Crescenzo for Magari, and Brianza for Bolzi. This is fine, I think. So yes, one thing I'd like to do is, in case when we were winning, like at the 80th minute, we'll try and go very defensive. Let's try and see whether this is a winner. and we'll go very defensive. Hopefully we'll be able to prevent to keep these opponents from shooting. And I'm afraid this is it, guys. There isn't much we have to say about this. I think what I'd like to tell you guys is this: our finances have improved a lot, and they will be improving even further during the week, because now we've sold one player. We have transfer listed Lamilotto and sold him for around 26-27 million. And what happened is that now our balance is way better for the week. On top of that, we are supposed to cash out with the sponsors. So I think this week will be a very positive one finance-wise. As you can see, Lamilotto was sold for 27 million, as I said. So it's very, very good. And this will take us for the next week, I believe, up to 5 million, let's say, positive interest. How would you call it? Don't know. But that's it. So guys, hopefully we'll be able to collect at least 1 point. I'm not quite sure about this. But as we saw during the first half of the season, the second part of a single section, of a single half of the league is always better within this league. I mean, we saw the first half of the campaign. At the very beginning we struggled a little bit, then we started to win a lot, and in the end we started winning probably even more towards the last part of the first half of the season. Right now we are going through the first part of the second half against the same teams that we saw during the first part of the first half, which means very, very tough opponents. The other ones are very good as well, but they are probably opponents that are more that have weak points where it matters, where it really matters to us. So hopefully we'll be able to be more effective in the very last part of the season. So guys, I think this is it for today. Thanks a lot again for watching. Support the team in particular right now, because we'll definitely need it. And see you in the next video. Bye.